these ones are a little bit different. It's like more peachy. See that? These ones are really fragrant. There we go. Look how beautiful. That is gorgeous. I don't know what this is. Someone, if you know what these kinds of daffodils are, let me know in the comments. This one is my absolute favorite so far. It is beautiful. Alright, so I have my little bucket of flowers, and we're gonna go we're gonna go inside and trim them up and put them in a vase. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am waking up some dahlia tubers, so I figured I would show you my process, and the only reason why I'm confident in showing you this is because I've already done it with 3 of them and they are eyeing up, so I feel like I can show you how I do it. So my first 3 dahlia tubers I got from, I think it's called like Sunny Meadow Farms, and I got these ones from the Hudson Valley Seed Company. They are like within a couple of hours of where I live, so I feel like I'm supporting the local, you know, growers, and a lot of their stuff is certified organic, so happy about that. But I will show you what they look like out of the bag. So this one is Caitlin's Joy. So let's see what she looks like. Oh wow, and they have already started eyeing up, and I don't know, I know some companies do that on purpose to make sure that they have a viable tuber that they're sending to you, but regardless, they're not ready to go outside, so I will be waking them up, or you know, starting them inside. So I should really label these. I'm gonna write on the tuber. I know a lot of companies do this, so it's safe to do, but this one's Caitlin's Joy, so I'm just going to put a C and a J on my tuber so that I know. Okay, there's that one. Okay, this next one that I got is the Golden Scepter Dahlia, and apparently they're really productive. They're not like the giant like dinner plate blooms, but they are beautiful. And again, this one has a couple eyes. Perfect. Okay, and then the last one I got, so this is my first year doing dahlias, so I didn't go crazy ordering a bunch. I got 7. I ordered them like in different places in separate orders, so I don't have all 7 of them, but I do have 6 of them. So this one actually hasn't started eyeing up at all, it looks like. We're just gonna put this one in and hope for the best. I don't know if it's gonna focus. So, you know, I have faith in my Hudson Valley seed people. Let me show you what I'm working with. Alright friends, so this is what I'm working with. I will show you my other tubers and how they've woken up nicely. So what you want to do is obviously take your tuber, put it in the dirt like that, and cover it up. You will see some people, it's just a big, okay. You will also see some people like putting them in like that. Everything that I've researched, I would not recommend doing that. That puts them at risk for drying out. So you should cover them completely with your dirt. I go ahead and I dampen it, give it some hydration, because you really don't want your tubers to dry out, to dehydrate. So, but you also don't want them too moist. Sorry if that's really loud. You also don't want them too moist because they are prone to rotting. So I'm just gonna give it a nice mist here. And then I'll do this like every day, so I don't want to overwater them, so I'll just do what gets them damp, and then I'll check in on them every day to make sure they still, you know, have hydration. And then I will take them and put them on my heat mat. Put this here, and I will put this over it because it'll keep the moisture in. And let me show you, these are where my other ones are. Let me take them out and show you the success I've had waking them up. All right, so these are due for a little bit of water, but look at how these have woken up. So when I got them, they had not sprouted at all. I saw that they all had eyes, or at least my untrained eye could see that they all had eyes. And look at, you can see it is beautifully eyeing up. This one is pink pearl. Here is Crichton honey, or Crichton honey. I'm not actually positive how to say it, but again, this one did not have an eye when I first got, or it did have an eye, obviously. It wasn't sprouting when I first got it. I hadn't been able to see a sprout on the last time I checked, so let's check back in with her. I have read that it can take up to like 4 weeks, and these bad boys have only been in for a week and a half, so I still do not see anything sprouting on this one, but I will not lose hope. And you know, if you don't have something sprout, definitely go to the people that you bought them from and tell them, and I'm sure they're more than willing to send you a replacement or give you a refund, especially if you can show that like the other ones that you ordered from them have sprouted. Yeah, and then I kind of want to touch on all the cut flowers I'm going to be growing, so we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I do just want to show you guys really quickly that we have started hardening off all of our seedlings. Today's the first day. It's a really nice day to be doing it. It's going to be like 75 and sunny, so, and low wind. So this is like a perfect day to start. So here we have some smaller tomato starts, arugula, basil, and cucumbers. Here we have some of the flowers that I will be talking about later. Here we have some eggplant and peppers, lots and lots of tomatoes. We have lots of tomatoes. Here are some more flower starts. And then peppers. These are basically all peppers. There might be an eggplant in here. Yeah, right there. But basically peppers. Another pepper, onions that aren't doing great, but we're trying, and more tomatoes. So I think we had like 40 something tomato plants, and we have finished putting the garden beds in. So, all right, let's talk about my flowers. All right, I just have to apologize in advance if you hear like an annoying noise in the background. That's our water distiller, so bear with me. I want to show you all of the seeds that I have ordered that I may or may not be planting. I'll definitely tell you the ones I am for sure planting or have already started. So let's get to it. All right, so first, this one's on like the maybe this year list, maybe, are these apricot straw flowers. I just thought they looked really cute, and they are apparently good for drying, so I wanted to order some of that because this year, next year, whatever. I also got this blazing star plant, which is native to my area. So I did some research on, you know, native plants because I'd like to cultivate, you know, more native ecosystem here for the pollinators. So apparently the butterflies and the bees really like this. Unfortunately, it won't flower until year 2. So I think I'm gonna sow this in the fall, and then hopefully next year we have some flowers on it. Okay, so getting into the stuff that I'm definitely growing, I have this Snapdragon mix. I've actually planted already, or started from this mix of Snapdragons. I really like this one better, but this was the first one that we got. I also bought a couple of rocket mix snapdragons, just to make sure that I'm gonna get a few at least, because I think I didn't start them early enough, but I digress. Definitely growing this, I think it's called French mix magnolia, sorry, not magnolia, marigold. I've heard they are really, really good for your garden, keeping pests away and everything. So this is more for the garden than it is for like cut flowers, but definitely gonna be planting those out. I have these Hella Sonnenblume sunflowers for cutting. So I will be direct sowing these and succession planting these. So these ones I'm really excited about, and they will be direct sown, and these are the double click Cosmos. I'll insert a better picture because this is like the artwork that comes on the Hudson Valley Seed Company, which are beautiful, by the way. So yeah, we'll be planting some of these, succession planting as well. I have some of these polar bear zinnias that, depending on how much space I have, I may or may not be planting out this year, but we'll see. And then we have some basil for greenery. And then I also got this Sweet Annie Artemisia, aka sweet wormwood, which is an herb, I believe, but apparently it is really good in bouquets, so I want to grow this as well. And then for my most exciting, aside from the dahlias, honestly, this summer sherbet celosia from Floret. I'm super excited. I was a little worried about the starts, but they're actually finally hitting a growth spurt and looking pretty good. So I started some of those, and then I started also these Dawn Creek blush zinnias, also from Floret, which I'm really excited about. I honestly wish I got more zinnias from her, but I just didn't really know what I was doing when I ordered them. I knew I wanted to grow flowers, but I didn't know like how easy or hard they would be. I didn't do a lot of research except watching her series that she has on like the Magnolia Network, and just being obsessed with like her YouTube and everything she grows. So I was like, I want to be a part of this. I just don't know how good I'm gonna be at it. But now, after starting my zinnias, I'm more confident in it. I wish I got more, but hey, I'll get more next year. It's all good. So and then my dahlias, which I already touched on. So I'm doing Crichton or Crichton Honey, Pink Pearl, Sweet Natalie, if it eyes up, I really hope so. Golden Scepter, Tapioca, Caitlin's Joy, and then I ordered another one called Michaela's Miranda, which is a really pretty like white to purple. I'll put in a picture here. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, keep tuning in to see the progress on the garden. This year I'm just doing the cut flowers for me, but I really would in the future love to like have some sort of like self-serve stand or something. We'll just see how this year goes first, and doing my own bouquets. But yeah, so keep following along if you guys want to see what a beginner, like never cut flower grower, gardener, you know, garden can look like. If I can do it, you can do it. The starts are looking good, as you saw previously. Actually, I'll go point them out to you before we close out the video. Okay, so these are the Dawn Creek blush zinnias. You can see they're kind of in various sizes. They all were started at the same time, and I've made sure that they went into single cells. I started them a couple in a cell at a time, and then I potted them up because I heard that they do not like root disturbance. So just to get them out and get them into the garden one by one, I think was best. These are a couple of snapdragons. They're still pretty small, but they're doing pretty well. And then these are the celosias, which, if you would have seen them like a few days ago, were tiny, or in my opinion, they were really small, but they've really shot up recently, and they're working on their second set of true leaves. So excited about that. And then over here I have a couple more zinnias that I started later, and then a couple more snapdragons and a couple more celosias. One of them never germinated, but 3 of them did. So, and then these are pansies and snapdragons. I need to thin this out. So yeah, if you guys have any tips, leave them in the comments. I'm open to tips. So yeah, okay, thanks for tuning in. Let's get the channel namesake outside. She wants to come out. Say hi, Daisy. Okay, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you on the next one.